my name is Hector Quiroga. Today we'll be talking about parking lot accidents. Accidents in a parking lot tend to be somewhat difficult to handle simply because usually both drivers in a parking lot have enhanced duties. The duty to look out, to ensure that there is no anyone coming or backing even before you backed or after you backed up. Is still very strong. Usually we see two types of accidents that give us or give adjusters a little bit more of a complicated investigation. The first one is just your typical vehicle accident where you have vehicles that are lined up and there's another vehicle coming down the road, and then you have a vehicle that backs out and subsequently collision happens. Usually the vehicle that is backing has a higher duty to make sure that there's no vehicle coming and that he or she can only back out of this stall when it's safe to do that. However, this vehicle may or may not have liability also. The view is that a parking lot is a slow speed type of road. You cannot go too fast on this, and if you are really going slow, 5 miles per hour, this driver would have the ability to stop and simply give this enough space. Now, the closer a vehicle is to this point, the harder it is going to be to do that, to stop. Or it just might be too late. This vehicle can't just simply go in reverse to avoid this. Although, if he has enough time, he certainly could do that to avoid a collision. So what is going to be very important is to determine the point of impact on the vehicles. If you have a collision that happens just like this, then this guy could have enough time to maybe stop and avert a collision. Now, if the point of impact is this way, then obviously this car had more time to see this vehicle coming out. Now, if the point of impact is like this, then you can see that this vehicle is way past, and this vehicle simply is not paying attention and backed out. So, as a nice rule at home, the farther the point of impact on this vehicle, the more liability is going to be in this car. So, if you have this situation, this vehicle didn't see this car at all. While if you have this situation, then this vehicle might have averted that. So that is the first type of car accident that we have that is complicated. The second one is just simply when you have two vehicles, both sides of the aisle, and then there is a vehicle coming down the road, maybe go by, and then these two vehicles are backing and they just kind of back into each other. The question is going to be who's farther out of the stall. Usually most vehicles will claim that they were completely out, and then that's when the other vehicle backed out. If both vehicles are backing, there's a chance that there is a 50-50 type of situation, 50-50 fault. If the stalls are separate, on which, let's say, this vehicle is backing this way and then this vehicle backs, then who had more time to see and basically who had more control out of this intersection would have the lesser amount of liability. Something like this, where a truck would just back up this way and he would back out, then this vehicle would be perhaps more liable, as this vehicle had to travel more, giving more option to this vehicle to see what's going on. So those are the two main areas where we see a lot of dispute. Now, this is compounded by the fact that most police departments will not stop at the scene. They're not going to come out and write a report. Leaving a war versus war situation and leaving an adjuster without a police report, maybe without a witness, and all they have to go by is the point of impact on the vehicles and the recorded statements of both drivers. That is perhaps not complete, but is as good as it's going to get. If you're in this situation, most parking lots anymore have video cameras, and perhaps you can look and talk to employees who work on or around that parking lot, whether it's strip mall or that type of thing, to see if any of the employees might have seen this happen or maybe know somebody who's seen it.